Greetings and salutations, Relaxed Gamer Nation, and welcome back to Abandoned Frontier with me, Relaxed Gamer. First off, I'd like to thank everybody who commented on the last couple of videos. That's really awesome. But I'd like to clear up one thing here. I have no more assertive mods installed on here, with exception to the single assertive combat systems mod. So that's not the problem that we're running into. We still have assertive that's coming to say hello, and our guns are saying hello back, and they're really not getting close to the base. Another thing to note is that this truck is still here. I don't know if I'm going to make another run at this. I don't think I have any vehicles left that could possibly make a run at it. Since our... Since our truck kind of got turned into scrap. I don't know where, but it's somewhere around here, and likely what's happened is a cleanup has happened as soon as I started. So yeah, that one truck is gone. Oh, here's parts of it. Here's some explosions. I'm not sure what these are from. They might be from the truck as well. I don't know. We do have one truck left, but I'm not sure if I want to take it on a suicide journey like that. I'm thinking of possibly doing like an artillery truck, but I forget what that script is called. That does directional artillery and stuff like that. I'll have to check the comments here again, because somebody mentioned it. Actually, hold on. Let me just quickly check here. Okay, so the mod is, well, the scripts, or should I say scripts, are called Smarty and Tarty. I have no idea how to work them yet, but I'm sure I'll figure that out. I'll have to look into it. I know there's a whole bunch of commands. So maybe we'll make an artillery machine to take that out. I don't know. Maybe we'll do something else. Another idea was making a tank with a lot of heavy frontal armor, which I could possibly do. I do think I have the accessibility to make the what's it called, the composite armor, of course, composite plates, and these are hella durable. They're ugly as hell, but they're very durable and lighter, which is a bonus when you're driving a tank. So I'll look into that, though these require a lot of... Oh, only one composite plate a piece. So that's not too bad. I'd want to go into like angled armor similar to like this, so that we can bounce the projectiles off at a more possible rate. The only problem I'm going to have there is creating the tank to take effect of that, because as we know, those guns like to shoot at guns. It's just how it works. So I guess what I could do is a combination of a mobile artillery piece that has like maybe a 15 plus degree arc, and the artillery pieces, the gun is behind the composite armor. Oh, that sounds somewhat challenging. I might like create an APC or something like that. But that's a lot of work for sure. The last APC I created probably used up several days of my time. Well, not whole days, but you get what I mean. Several play sessions to get that sorted. So let's see. Do we have any composite plate? Composite armor, we have 5. Okay. And we can make those composite armor in the plate. The plate stamp, right? Ooh, depleted uranium. I think I have some. Let's try. Yeah, I have some depleted uranium. But I'm definitely going to need more of that. Though, if I just put it on the front, it might be enough. And then back it up with some heavy armor. Yeah, I could do that. But I'm going to need more than 10 of these. 30. We'll try with 30. I'll probably need more than 30. But we'll try. We will try. Because I only need one for each piece. Okay. Smarty and Tardy. I am very curious as to how how those are going to work, because I don't have the time in with playing with that, because, well, I just installed the script. This is kind of pointless because my roof is kind of open. Yeah. I might have to create an armored beast. Just frontal armor. The rest of it can be light with heavy mixed. Oy, 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 oy. Okay. Well, I don't have my time-lapse camera hooked up right now, so if I'm going to build that thing, I'm going to be doing it off camera here, and I'll just come back in stages as we get to it. So let's, first off, close this up. This is also not on the beta branch. To be perfectly honest, I don't think the beta branch would actually work with all these mods. Maybe not. We'd have to see. Right. Okay, I'm gonna let these close, and then I'm going to start working on that beast. A wide wheel whip base. I'm not trying to get it in through any doors. It needs a thing on the back, though. With the beta branch, the small connectors act as connectors. So the ejectors are now small connectors. So that's fun. Which allows me to make smaller things like missile ships and crap like that. But like I said, I'm not on the beta branch. Anyway, I'm going to get to it, and I'll bring you back in stages. See you in a moment. Okay, so this is what I have so far on this thing. Now, I used one of Spacebar's cockpits here. It's called the Heavy Inline Cockpit. It doesn't give me much visibility out the front, but considering the type of vehicle this is, it's supposed to be like a tank type vehicle. I am not going to be out front. I will be in here, safe behind armor, theoretically. I might put a composite layer in front of it, a heavy armor layer in front of that, and another composite layer in front of that, just to protect this cockpit better. Because, in all honesty, the composite armor plates look pretty ugly. I think I already mentioned it, but they're basically this simple hex grid. And it's kind of ugly, but on the positive end, if you look at the left-hand side where it says integrity, this has an integrity of 800. Now, comparing that to the light block of 100 and the heavy block of about 400, it's probably more than that, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Let's just put this on the bar quickly. 5. Yeah, 400. The composite block is 2 times as durable. That's why I kind of want to put the composite block around this cockpit area. I might do some light composite blocks, but it's really not going to matter much because it's not going to be seen, and it costs 1 composite plate no matter what size I put in here. So there's that. I also have this hooked up via a connector. I hooked it up via a merge block, block, merge block, merge block, block, and then I just connected these up. This thing is already too heavy for this rotor. So that's always fun because it dropped my angle a lot lower than what I wanted it to be. So yeah, I might have to put a quick little piston up here just to bring it up a little bit, especially when I start working on the underbody. So I have 4 wheels here. I might end up using a skid steer mod, assuming that even works still. So I might use a skid steer mod and actually put these wheels right next to each other, just to give me a little bit extra, shoot, I can't think. Brain fart. A little extra wheels, not maneuverability, what is it? Stability. So, yeah, there's that, and I need to have access to this cockpit somehow. I don't know how that's going to work. I might put a little hatch back here. Oh, hold on. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Okay, I'll have to work with that. But I have these 2 small blocks at the front here. Guess what I could do is I could dismantle this. Actually, I don't need to dismantle it. I can just brace it here. This is probably still going to get, of course. I can brace it, and then I can carve out the bottom. Whoa. Oh, yeah, I'm on a wheel. I can cut into this. Then I can put the converter block underneath this. But first, we need to get this thing raised a little bit. Hinge lock off. Can I... Let's just go to 10 meganewtons. That's probably way too much, but whatever. Oh, shit. 10 meganewtons. Confirm. I want this velocity. Oh, it's reverse, isn't it? Okay, that'll work. Let's just lock this in place, shall we? Because I'm going to be adding more weight to this. Okay, so we cut that out. We'll hook up a small conveyor. Where are you? Right there. We'll just go with a small conveyor. Like so. And we'll carve the bottom of this out and put a conveyor converter in there. Something like that. Yeah, that'll work. So now that's connected to the conveyor network, or will be, instead of having to run pipes all the way around to the front. Yeah. Just turn this on. It will probably lower it to the ground. That pushes it down. This brings it up. Why do I have it? Hopefully that helps that out. But yeah, I am going to continue working on this. I got that little part set in. I think I am going to use the skid steer mod, so I'll be moving these tires together. That will probably give me a total of 5 tires on the side. I don't know if I have all the rubber for that. Yeah, that's a little rough. Okay, anyway, I will be back in a moment. Okay. So, another little checkpoint here. This is what I got so far. Yeah, it doesn't look like much. But I have the composite armor in here, and I have some heavy armor on the sides because the cockpit is right in there. I may do something because I can't get into that cockpit. I thought I could get into the cockpit through here, but I can't. It just opens up an inventory menu, which kind of sucks. What I could possibly do is rip into here a little bit, because the only way I can access this right now is by getting up here and doing that. Connect right there, because back here it doesn't work. I don't know about the front. The front probably does work, but I can only access it from here right now. Which means that's going to be open, but it shouldn't be able to get hit. Theoretically. Okay. So I'll put these blocks back. I don't have a lot of materials left here. But yeah, this is what the composite looks like. It's pretty dang ugly, if I do say so myself. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bit of layering here. So right here, we're going to do something like we're going to angle the armor. Because as we've learned from some previous YouTube videos, angling armor actually matters in Warfare update with Warfare. How extreme do I want to angle this? I don't know yet. I might go something like that. And like that. And then just finish it off with a flat block here. And then finish it off again with an angled block here. So theoretically, any shots that come in should get deflected upwards. It's an angled block. It should theoretically deflect some of it at the very least. Then we're going to do something similar here, where we're going to put in some of these blocks to help angle it a little more. Something like that. So if any shots come in here, it should also get deflected. I honestly have no idea how well this is going to work. And then from here, we'll do something like... I honestly have no idea how well this is going to perform. So I'm very curious to see how it does perform when I'm going face to face with a freaking truck with heavy caliber machine gun rounds. So I have 3 different rates of deflection here. Might have to do. Yeah, we have 3 different types of deflection here. We got this deflection, we have this deflection, and we have this deflection. I don't know which is going to perform the best. But maybe once I finish this up, I'll take it into like a creative world and give it a try. Because angled blocks, angling your armor does work. Then at the front here, we'll angle it downwards. Actually, I think I need to get rid of these blocks and put them in as heavy. Okay. Let's go drop off some of my scrap. We do have 1 armor left. Let's go plates. We should have a decent amount of these, actually. We still have plenty of composite plate. I'm going to have to top up on my steel plates here in a bit. But yeah, that is kind of what I have so far. Like I said, I have no idea how well it's going to perform. Fire those shells downwards. I don't know if that's a good idea. We'll go with this and that. And then I got to bring this out a bit so that I can protect the wheels. I decided not to go with the tear these down because I have limited rubber. So I don't want to tear these down and get no rubber back, possibly. So I'm just going to go with that. And I've already turned all the steering off on these wheels, but I will still use a skid steer. Now, what you might be seeing here is a large advanced rotor. I actually like the look of these things better. So I'm going to be using that. And what I'm thinking of for my main gun, because I think I tossed the idea of doing an artillery thing because I just don't know how well that script is going to work, is this gun. Now, this is a fixed 10 megajoule plasma cannon. It should do a decent amount of damage, but I am not entirely sure. Now, I'm going to fix that on a turret here. It just requires a small block at the back to hook it up. And it probably takes time to charge up. I really want to see how this works. Fires a heavy plasma bolt with good AoE damage. Extra damage versus shields. Has high damage fall off. That's for close range. This may not be the weapon for this. But Northwind doesn't have a lot of fixed weapons. 150 mil projectile railgun. Well, that looks chunky. So you can see from up here, it's pretty big. It's chunky right now. It's a 5 wide wheelbase. So it's going to cost a little more to build it. It probably puts out a major amount of damage. 25 meter per second projectile speed. That's a lot. That could theoretically disable a turret pretty quickly. If it gets a good shot on. But I'm having issues with the turret, the custom turrets. I'm not attacking shields. Hard decisions, hard decisions. There's a 75 mil railgun as well. It's a little smaller. That might actually be a contender. But I'll probably put 2 of them on in that case. Probably 3. No, 2. Camera in the middle. Get some armored glass in front of the camera. It should look pretty impressive. Now, back here, you might be seeing this. Now, we know this thing is going to be a tank. It's going to be a ground-based vehicle. But going over hills, it might have some difficulties. So what I've done is I put in a couple of these small hydrogen tanks. These are VCZ hydrogen tanks. They don't hold a lot of hydrogen, so it's kind of like a limited use situation. And we have the oxygen tanks. Now, the oxygen tanks hold 2,500 liters. Actually, they do hold a fair amount. They do hold a fair amount. And I put in oxygen tanks so that I can breathe, right? Up here, just above the tanks, I have a barred window section, which has a vent in it. That vent I'll be setting to depressurize. And basically, it'll pull in all the air that it can from that position, and it should be fine. Theoretically. Why did that? I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. So, yeah, that's the idea so far. I'm going to keep on working on this, and I'll be back in a moment. And we're back. Hello, and the tank thingy is done? Question mark? I honestly have no idea. It looks done. I haven't given it a test drive, so we should probably do that. I have no idea how it's going to handle. Probably like a tank, I would think. We have 2 of these rail guns on top of it, 2 railgun 75s, and they each have the ammo required to use them. I have in here our guns. Let's just... Oh, what? Why can't I? Oh. Why can't I? Oh, I see. That's no good. Will it work now? I honestly have no idea. There's the guns. Uh-oh. It's stuck. Okay. Good thing we test this, right? What can I put in there to... I guess I could probably put in a heavy armor... This is one of these blocks. Nope, that won't work. That goes right up against it. Unfortunate. That's our weak point right there. That is definitely a weak point, and I have no idea how I'm going to cover it. Can we go like that? Maybe. Let's try this. Let's grab some armored panels. Armor plate. And let's put some... We have to raise that before we can put anything in there. Can I get this in here? Yes, I can. Does it help me any? Probably. That's the upper, right? I think. Slope, but no, that's lower. Slope base. Come on. Oh no, that's slope base, not... I need slope tip. Right? Just get in there and push it. There we go. I'm not so concerned about the back. But we definitely want to be able to move the turret. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, that'll work. And I have armored glass, 2 layers of armored glass protecting the armored camera. So that should help. So, you know, all we need to do right now is give this thing a test drive. Make sure this is running. That's fine. We have our thrusters at the back. We have our TCES, which realigns our turret. Over here we have our skid steer. So, yeah. Okay, the skid steer is not working. It might be because of DAS. So let's go into DAS. Let's turn it off. Let's go into our wheels. Make sure we have a pretty decent strength. Okay. We need DAS. Yeah, it's not working. What do I have to do for the skid steer? Run set up. Oh. Set up. Run. Big mode active. Oh, there we go. Now it's working. Kind of. Doesn't work that great, though. The left 4 is our front steering. Right 4 is our... Oh, it won't let me. Okay, that's interesting. Not quite sure if I like the skid steer. It might be fine if I'm not using... Yeah, it's not working too well. Okay. Let's skid steer this off. Wheels. You know what? I'm just going to turn all the steering on. Woo! Wowza. Oof. All steering on, not so great. Okay. Whee! I can turn this like crazy. I do not have a rear camera, so we got to do it this way. What? Why is it like canceling it out? That probably has something to do with DAS. Oof. This thing is going to turtle. DAS is doing something weird. This has about a day of power. Shut her down. That is in good spots. Awesome. But you know what? I think we're going to put a cut in here. That's going to be it for this episode. Tell me what you think of the tank. It's got a lot of heavy armor at the front, plus some composite armor around the cockpit area. So it should be pretty durable. Kind of concerned, though. But I guess in the next one, we will actually test it against that truck. Yeah, we'll do that. Anyway, until next time, I have been a Relaxed Gamer, and I will see you guys in the next one. Ciao.